For decades, fans believed tennis was different, until 2021, when bathroom breaks, betting rings, and bias showed tennis has some serious cheating problems were everywhere. The ATP called it misunderstood, but insiders leaked stats that told otherwise. So what really keeps this billion-dollar lie alive? Let's dig in. Everyone thinks tennis is clean. Quiet crowds, white outfits, polite players, sportsmanship. That image is part of the product. The sport sells itself as honest and civilized, but that's branding, not reality. Tennis began in the 1870s as a pastime for the upper class. Matches had no umpires. Players made their own line calls under the belief that gentlemen don't cheat. That worked until losing started costing status and money. Early Wimbledon reports mention local favoring, where British umpires helped home players. By the 1930s, Fred Perry, a working-class player who won Wimbledon 3 times, said he was treated like an outsider for beating the establishment. "They called me arrogant because I didn't bow," he said later. Since then, the sport has cared more about its image than its truth. Even now, it hides its dirt. Between 2010 and 2020, the ATP and WTA fined over 100 players for misconduct, yet more than half those cases stayed secret. The Guardian found at least 30 rulings in 2019 sealed to protect players' brands. Sponsors come first, honesty comes last. Cheating in tennis rarely means breaking rules directly. It's about stretching them. A 2014 USTA survey showed 68% of junior players admitted to making at least one bad line call on purpose. That habit often follows them to the pros. Then come tactical bathroom breaks. In 2021, Stefanos Tsitsipas left the court for nearly 7 minutes during a match against Andy Murray. Murray said it's cheating. Data showed his breaks lasted twice as long as the ATP average. Medical timeouts are another gray area. In the 2015 Australian Open, Milos Raonic called for shoulder treatment right before his opponent served for the match, then broke serve immediately after. Coaching from the stands used to be illegal, yet everyone did it. Serena Williams coach Patrick Mouratoglou admitted after the 2018 US Open final, "I was coaching. Everyone does it." That summed up the culture perfectly. Even legal habits mess with opponents. Nadal's 25-second routines, Djokovic's long ball bounces, Sharapova's slow pacing, all designed to interrupt rhythm. A University of Leeds study found delays longer than 10 seconds raise opponents' error rates by 8%. The trick isn't breaking the rules, it's bending them until they work for you. But here's where things turn serious. Tennis is the second most bet sport in the world, after soccer, with over $70 billion wagered each year. That much money guarantees corruption. The economics make it predictable. A player ranked around 250 earns about $40,000 a year before expenses. Travel, hotels, and coaching can cost twice that. When a bookmaker offers $5,000 to lose a set, it sounds less like a crime and more like survival. In 2016, BBC and BuzzFeed analyzed 26,000 matches and found irregular betting in hundreds. 16 players ranked inside the top 50 were flagged, none were publicly punished. In 2019, Spanish police arrested 28 players in a fixing network that used towel placements to signal when to lose points, and they made about 9 million euros. Even umpires get caught. In 2018, Italian official Gianluca Moscarella received a life ban for manipulating scores in lower-tier matches. The sport's governing bodies downplay everything. They fear lost sponsors more than lost integrity. The Tennis Integrity Unit collects reports but rarely names names. Fans hear about ongoing investigations and nothing else. When Hawkeye arrived in 2006, fans thought human bias was over. The system claims 3.6mm accuracy, but studies from Cardiff University found errors up to 13mm, enough to flip a call. Not every court uses it. Each setup costs around $60,000, so smaller tournaments skip it. Fairness depends on the tournament's budget. Even with tech, bias stays. Tournament directors decide who gets main court matches with electronic reviews. Big names get the best setups, qualifiers get volunteers with clipboards. Discipline also depends on fame. Djokovic was disqualified from the 2020 US Open for accidentally hitting a line judge. A year later, another player did the same and was fined different rules for different names. A Harvard Sports Analysis Collective study found the successful challenge increases the chance of winning the next game by 7%. Reviews don't just correct errors, they swing momentum. Technology makes the sport look objective but doesn't erase favoritism. It just hides it behind a graphic on TV. By 2024, tennis ran on automated line calls, radar tracking, and AI analytics. These systems cut human error but don't fix culture. The ATP and WTA together make over $2 billion per year, mostly from brands that depend on clean sport marketing. That's why scandals stay quiet. Electronic line calling live replaced 400 human line judges at the 2021 Australian Open, saving $5 million annually. Fewer officials also mean fewer witnesses. When a player questions a call, they appeal to the same algorithm that made it. Data abuse is the new gray zone. Some coaches hire private analysts to track opponent habits from broadcasts. That data can sell for thousands per match, and there's no rule to stop it. The culture starts early. A 2023 survey of 1,200 junior players in 27 countries found 62% believe opponents cheat regularly. When kids expect cheating as normal, that mindset sticks. The real fix isn't technology, it's transparency. Publish every fine, every ban, every investigation. Instead, the sports hide what doesn't fit the image. Tennis calls itself the sport of fairness, but the numbers say otherwise. Cheating hasn't disappeared, it's evolved, it's cleaner, faster, and better managed. Until tennis starts valuing truth over polish, the gentleman's game will keep pretending its problem lives somewhere else. The story doesn't end here, it evolves. Click the next video on your screen before it disappears as it continues this story and reveals what really happened when the game tried to fight back.